Bro, so what?
It's against the law.
So what?
I tried
It'll be
to
done
explain
before I
that
get
to
on
you.
board. Let me see
It's a violation of California law. I have the right to detain you.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Can you please let my backpack go?
Are you going to cooperate?
Yeah, we're.
Can you cooperate and leave me the fuck
You're
alone?
going to go into jail.
I'm not going to jail for eating a fucking sandwich.
No, for resisting arrest.
I'm not resisting arrest.
You are
I haven't
resisting
done
right
anything
now.
wrong. I haven't done nothing wrong. I've done.
Here is a Concord man at the Pleasant Hill BART station getting detained and potentially arrested, or at least being threatened with an arrest for, get this, the unthinkable, unimaginable crime of eating a sandwich. And you hear it right here. The officer admitting that it is a violation of state law to eat a sandwich in the BART station, and that he will get arrested for obstructing justice or for resisting arrest. Look how quickly you can just get into trouble in this way with the law.
No, for resisting arrest.
I'm not resisting arrest.
You are
I haven't
resisting
done
right
anything
now.
wrong. I haven't done nothing wrong.
He's done absolutely nothing wrong. Okay? This is a preposterous rule that is never ever enforced, according to witnesses that were filming and that were involved in the situation. The police officer walked past many people who were eating to come and detain this person. Why, you might ask? Well, I think we all know why he singled this person out. So what's even more interesting to me, however, is the fact that the BART actually doubled down on this sentiment. I thought they would have backed down from this, but here was his reaction.
Yeah, frustrated, still kind of angry about it.
BART says state law prohibits people from eating or drinking in the paid portions of the station. In other words, from the time you enter the turnstiles to the time you exit them at your destination.
It's against the law.
So what?
I tried
It'll
to
be done
explain
before I
that
get
to
on
you.
board.
BART
It's against the law to eat at a BART station. Instead of look, to be fair, there's a sit-in that's happening at BART, and even some executives from BART have also attended it. This is a gross misuse, okay? A gross misuse of state funds to just use the police force in this way. But the reality is, and BART also followed up with this statement as well. He said that he wasn't arrested. He was just cited for eating, which is a violation of state law.
Which is a violation of state law. She adds the man was lawfully handcuffed after refusing to provide his name multiple times. Once he provided his name, he was cited and released.
So this is, again, important to note here. In the state of California, you do not have to give police officers your name. It is not required by law. In most areas in America, in most states in America, you are not required by law to give your name. So everything that this man did, with the exception of apparently eating at the BART station, was lawful. He asked if he was being detained. He asked why he was being detained. And when the reason was ridiculous and the officer kept asking him what his name was, he said, "I refuse. I'm not going to give you my name. I need to talk to your supervisor." And it escalated from there. They put him in handcuffs and made him sit down, and even changed the reason for why they were detaining him midway through. Let's take a look at that. So here they finally arrest him, or not arrest him. They finally detain him, put him in handcuffs, make him sit down. He still is refusing to let them go through his stuff, refusing to give his name.
I want to talk to your supervisor. 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 What's the disturbance for? You still haven't explained to me what the disturbance was. I got on fucking bar. I jumped out of Uber.
You haven't really given us a chance.
Bruh.
There was a report somebody matching your description.
There's a report with somebody matching your description. He says that's not why he was originally detained for. He was originally detained for a sandwich. So which one is it? Obviously, it's both. They probably thought he was suspicious. I don't know if there was actually a report or not. And they wanted to detain him, or at least search his bag, search his possessions. When he refused, they escalated And the result was that he got detained and arrested and humiliated. Bart has since then officially apologized. And the Bart Board of Directors member, Janice Lee, like I mentioned before, also participated in a eat-in at Bart. So do with that information what you will. And you might think like, well, you know, this is this is just like a normal occurrence with the police force. It shouldn't be. That's why I'm covering this. And it's not just because he's black. I mean, poor white people get harassed by police officers daily as well. But we shouldn't have to live with this. This should not be what public servants do on a regular basis, to abuse laws this way so they can rob you of your freedom and even potentially traumatize you. But I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm Hasan Piker, and this has been The Breakdown.